Hello, class. This is Mr. Eggleston, and this is the review, long in coming, for quiz 6.1 to 6.4, which is coming up like pretty much the next class block. There are, as everyone always asks, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 problems, 7 problems on this quiz. And they range in difficulty or problems like, we'll just start. I mean, really, determine if the function f is linear or nonlinear and explain. I cannot stress to you, children, that when it says explain, you better explain. If you leave it off, that's where the majority of the points is. And you got to show me why. I mean, when they say explain, basically you're going to say it's linear because, or it's nonlinear because. All right, so the way you tell is you look for the rate of change. We got to find the rate of change, which is called the slope. So finding the slope, we're going to find the change in f divided by the change in x. So we're going to go, the change in f there, 0 minus 1, over 1 minus a negative 1, which is plus 1. So that's negative 1/2. That was the slope between them. I'm going to find the slope between these 2 points. They better be the same if it's linear. A linear function has the same rate of change. So it's going to be negative 3 minus 0 over 4 minus 1. That equals, what is that, negative 3 over 3? That equals negative 1. The negative 1/2 does not equal negative 1. The function is nonlinear. Is non-linear because no constant rate of change, which is no constant slope. All right, then the next one is the Super Quick Clean Company charges a flat rate of $20 to schedule an appointment. This fee includes up to 59 minutes of cleaning. For each additional hour of cleaning, the company charges $20, regardless of whether the full hour is used or not. The function C gives the cost of service, C of H, for each hour spent cleaning. Complete the table. For no hours cleaning, you spend no dollars. For 0.75 minutes, or hours, 3/4 of an hour, they charge a flat rate of $20 to schedule an appointment. Charges $20 after. So for 3/4 of an hour is $20. For 1 hour, 0.1, which is 1 hour and 6 minutes, that's another $20. So they will charge another 20. Actually, you add them. Well, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm hearing all the noise next door. So that would be a total of $40 for 2 hours exactly. That's still going to be another 20, I think, because it goes up to 59 minutes, I think. 59 minutes of cleaning, right? And so up until 1:59, it's $40. So 2 would be another 20. That would be 60. For 2.9, it's still 60 because that's almost a full hour, but not quite. Okay. And then for 3 1/4, that's another 20, and that's 80. And then 4.99, which is over 4, that would be another 20. And so that's 100. So here we go. How do we, there it is, graph the function. These are not lines like this. Okay, this is a step function. Okay, so the step function is going to look like this. It's going to be $20. Actually, I guess that should be open because at 0, you don't get charged. Then it's going to be open, and for the first hour, it's $20, up to 59 minutes. For the next hour, it'll be another 20, so it'll be $40. For the next hour, it'll be 60, and for the hour after that, and so forth. And there's the graph. All right. The next question: interpret C, evaluate C of 6.4 in the equals 140 in the context of the problem. Okay, so for 6.4 hours of cleaning, the Super Quick Clean Company, okay, the company charges, I don't want to write all that, the company charges $140. Okay. Now for question 3, it's consider the function y equals 2 absolute value of x minus 12. All right. What are the coordinates of the vertex? The coordinates of the vertex is going to be whatever number is holding hands with the x inside, and then whatever number is holding hands on the outside. So the y value is going to be negative 12. Now, this is a little bit trickier because you're used to seeing like 2 absolute value of x minus 3 minus 12. And the vertex here would be at 3 comma negative 12. There's no number holding hands with the x, so that's a 0. Because we could have just as easily said 2 times absolute value of x minus 0 minus 12. So the vertex of the function is at 0, negative 2. Identify the domain and range. The domain is all reals. The range is going to be all y. You have to remember that this is a v, like this. So it's all y greater than or equal to negative 12. The lowest you'll get is negative 12. How many solutions are there to the equation 9 equals 2 absolute value of x minus 12? There are two solutions. And that is because 9 is greater than negative 12. So you would have this graph, and y equals 9 would be up here somewhere. And you see this line touches the graph twice. All right. Jasmine orders a 6-inch sub for $3. Juana orders a 9-inch sandwich for $4.50. And Sophie orders a foot-long sandwich for $5.50. Is the price per additional inch of sandwich constant? Well, let's see. We start with 6-inch is 3. So it's 3 minus, Sorry, you probably want it so you don't have to deal with negatives. So 9-inch is $4.50. So it'll be $4.50 minus 3 over 9 minus 6. It's 450 minus 3 is 1.50 divided by 3, which is 50 cents an inch per inch. Now let's find the change from 9 to 12. I think it's... And yeah, because Sofadrina order of foot long. So for 550, so 5.50 minus, heck, we can go minus 450 is over 12 because it's a foot long, 12 inches minus 9, which is 3. So 550 minus 450 is 1. So it's $1 for 3 inches. It's 1/3. It's cheaper. This is not the same as 50 cents. So, okay, blah, 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 blah. Is the price per additional inch of sandwich constant? No. But you have to show your work. You can't just say no. Okay, the next one, solve the equation. Well, remember, to solve the absolute value equation, you have to denude the absolute value. So we're going to add 19 to both sides. So let's see, what's 19 plus 23? That's 2, boom, 3, 42 equals 3, absolute value of x plus 7. Now divide by 3. And that's 3 is, what's that? 3 goes into 4 once, so that's 12, 14 times. So it's 14 equals the absolute value of x plus 7, which means x plus 7 can equal negative 14, and x plus 7 can equal positive 14. Negative 14 subtract 7, x equals negative 14 minus 7, which is negative 21. Use a calculator on the quiz. The bottom one is x equals positive 14 minus 7. I'm denuding the x, and that's positive 7. Those are the two solutions, negative 21 and 7. All right, for question 6, we're almost done. It says, consider the function y equals h of x, where h of x equals 2 absolute value of x minus 1. And the first statement is graph the equation. So what you have to remember is that when the number's holding hands with x minus 1 moves the v right 1 unit. Okay? So, and it doesn't move up or down, so it's on the x-axis there. Then, what you need to do is you can realize that the slope of each line segment is 2, or you could just let x equal 2, which is right here, and evaluate. What's 2 take away 1? That's 1. Absolute value is still 1. I'm just evaluating this. Times 2 means we're up 2. Okay, so this was the vertex over 1 up 2. Over 1 up 2. And you don't really, you could go again, over 1 up 1, 2. Over 1 up 1, 2. Over 1 up 1, 2. I'm just going to put in all the dots. Over 1 up 1, 2. Use a ruler. I don't have enough for the whole class, so if you have a ruler at home of your own, bring it. And there you go. There's the graph. Evaluate h at 3. Well, from the graph, h at 3, here's 3. X is 3. You go up, and the output is 4. From the graph, for what values of x is h of x equal to 5? All right. 5 is right here. It crosses, unfortunately, in the middle. So it's going to be the intersection point. You write down the x values. So sorry, I'm getting text messages. One x value is 3.5. The other x value is negative 1.5. So x equals 3.5 and negative 1.5. Because that's where the graph intersects the line at y equals 5. Okay, The function f of x is an absolute value function with f of negative 28 equals f of 2. What is the coordinate of x of the vertex of f? Well, think about this. Absolute value function with f of negative 28 equals f of 2. So they're saying it's absolute value, so x, negative 28, you gotta really, this is a deep thinking one. Negative 20, that's the x value, plus what, some constant c, will equal absolute value of 2. In other words, what makes negative 28 plus the c equal to 2? Add 28, c equals 30. So it's going to be x plus 30, absolute value, will equal, oh man, f of 2. Okay, I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to have to think about it because all of a sudden my brain froze. Now I'll make a second video doing this last problem.